All right, if you talk to parents, they will tell you finding high quality and affordable childcare in Michigan was a real challenge before the pandemic.
COVID-19 made the situation even worse. The Great Start to Quality Childcare Survey reports 3% of childcare centers in the state remain temporarily closed due to COVID-19.
Talking money now, the state reports that the average cost of infant care is $708 a month. In Metro Detroit, that amount can be even higher. In Oakland County, infant care will cost you $929 a month.
However, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, childcare is affordable if it costs no more than 7% of a family's income. By this standard, the Economic Policy Institute says less than 10% of Michigan families can actually afford infant care.
7 Action News reporter Kim Russell is taking an in-depth look at systemic issues that help create this problem for Michigan families.
It's time to learn your numbers when it comes to childcare. The state of Michigan has been sending a lot of money back to the federal government that it could be investing in childcare for years. And the pandemic has exposed how we have not been investing.
Did y'all have fun at the park?
Clarissa Foster owns the Teaching Today's Youth Leaders Childcare in Southfield.
Good job.
She's been running a childcare for several years and is hoping this year, for the first time, to make a profit.
What we know about the 0 to 5 age, we call that the critical period. Children learn how to speak, walk, and learn how to be in a world amongst other people. That is the most important time in a person's life, not just in a child's life, but in a person's life. It is asinine that we don't invest in children in that time.
This chart from the Michigan League for Public Policy shows how in Michigan for years, until recently, the amount spent on child care subsidies has dropped. Because the state legislature didn't match federal spending for childcare, Michigan actually sent more than $67 million federal dollars to other states between 2014 and 2017. Then COVID-19 hit, some childcare shut down, and to others, for safety purposes, decreased enrollment.
Scary. Honestly, it is really scary to think about more people coming through.
Cost of childcare really forces parents to do some calculation of, is it more economically feasible for me to just stay home and take care of my kid instead of paying more in childcare than I'm making at my job. And so
Alex Rossman with the Michigan League for Public Policy says businesses lobbied to make working make sense for parents. The legislature last month allocated state dollars to childcare subsidies so we don't lose federal funding this year. Childcare say the next challenge they're facing is recruiting staff. The typical Michigan childcare worker would have to sacrifice about 49% of their pay, ironically, just to pay for infant care, according to data from the Economic Policy Institute.
I can't afford to pay people's bills, and that's embarrassing.
Right now, the biggest challenge, and we're certainly not alone in this, is being able to have the staffing levels available to meet the demand of the community.
Corey Heitch is the executive director for elementary teaching and learning in Rochester schools. The district wants people to know it has openings for children and childcare workers in its before and after school program.
And just get the word out as much as possible that we're here.
Our kids are everything to us. So we want to make sure that they're going somewhere where they're safe. We want to make sure that we're going somewhere where people are actually investing in them educationally.
Mama 3, Sharday Gaffney, says she hopes what we've seen happen during the pandemic leads to a long-term realization that childcare is essential for our economy.
It's crazy that we even have to advocate for this, because when we invest in young children, we invest in the health of our entire society.
People in the childcare industry say that the time is now to stay focused and keep investing in childcare for our future. Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Kim. Now for a closer look at the problem and access to childcare resources in your area, make sure you head to our website at WXYZ.com.